Hi, James. Alan Cocker with ABC, hitting coordinator with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Take a look at your video today. I'm just going to let it run through a couple times, and then we'll slow it down and draw some lines. We'll talk about some of the things that, some of the important positions in the process of hitting. Like your leg kick, that's the biggest leg kick I've seen since Matt Holliday in Colorado. But as long as it's under control and on time, and you don't get rushed at all, that's perfectly fine. I like the fact that your back leg is that the knee is staying inside that foot. You know, you don't get stuck on your backside. So when you set that foot down, you're driving into that front leg. Just watching your foot come down in your load. We want to be careful that we don't open it up too much. It's going to cause that foot hip to leak out a little bit, and that makes it very difficult to handle pitches. Outer half, outer third, any type of breaking ball or off-speed pitch, a change-up, anything working away from us. So we want to set it down. It doesn't have to be square, but we just don't want it to slide open too much. That'll cause that front hip to leak. And handle the ball inner half. We can handle the ball inner third, but it's tough to stay on the ball away. So what I'll do now is I'll take it into the leg kick position. I'll stop it. One of the things that concerns me with guys that have kicks, they have a tendency to sway and get all their weight on their backside. But even though you do have this leg kick, you keep that back knee inside your foot, and that's where we need to be, because when that stride foot comes down, then the back knee is going to start. It's going to start the swing. So if it's on top, we have a tendency to just spin open. If it's on top, sometimes we'll have a tendency to push up and push forward. So I like the fact that your knee is right there inside that back foot. That's a good place for it to be. The weight generated and gathered into there. We look at these positions. Now, once the stride foot lands, we're looking for equal bend to both knees. That looks good. Knee inside the feet. Again, that looks good. Hip line slightly open, a little bit of tilt, a little bit of early leak with this front hip. Shoulders look to be in good position. Hands are borderline. I'd like to see them, more up here shoulder height, but there's definitely good separation back behind your back knee. His head is in a good attacking position over the belt buckle. All that looks good. The one thing that I do look at, and I pointed out with the front hip, this front foot, when it lands, we don't want this stride foot too much open, more open than 45. Right here we've got it at 48. Again, that's borderline, pushing it a little bit, because that front hip has a tendency to want to open up just a little bit quickly, and that's going to make it tough to stay on the ball that's out away from us, and that includes the ball that's thigh high, belt high, the ball that we should hammer into right center. So be careful that when that stride foot comes down, that we can get it just slightly more into this position, right into here at 45 degrees, and keep that front hip underneath us just a little bit longer, okay? Other than that, though, everything, all the positions look good. We'll get into the swing. I see the good drive now starting to occur with the backside, driving it into this front leg. We've got a firm front leg right here, solid inside your stride foot. That's good. As soon as the back knee starts to go, the back elbow is going to drop underneath the hands. That looks good. We get to this position, and we get the connection. This is where the hands, the back elbow, and the back hip all align. It's at this connection point. It's at this point now that this lower half drive is passing off energy to the hands. There is no more forward movement in the swing. The only thing going forward is our hands, and we'll see them start to get in front of the body. We get to contact, and we'll just take a look here at contact, see what position that we're in. Looks pretty good. I see a palm up, palm down position with your hands. I see the head and eyes looking right down the barrel of the bat at contact, and that's solid. We're in a strong position right there to drive through the baseball. I think it's important for you to know, James, that as soon as the head and eyes come up out of the hitting area, then basically our swing is done. The barrel of the bat will follow the head and eyes. So if you can, during batting practice and during your maintenance work in the cage, whether it be off a tee or flips or soft toss, get into the good habit of burying the head and eyes down in the hitting zone for at least one count past contact. And by doing that, we're going to ensure that our hands and the barrel of our bat is going to get full extension and the maximum amount of bat speed through contact that we can possibly get. If it comes up too early, it's just going to follow our head and our eyes, and it's going to come up out of the hitting zone. So that is a very, very good habit to get into, just leaving the head, leaving the eyes down in the hitting zone, finish off the swing, and then you can go ahead and follow the flight of the ball. But when I look right here, excuse me, and I see the barrel of the bat straight out towards the pitcher, that means that everything that we've done with our lower half and our connection and that extension through the ball is pretty solid. And then we'll go ahead and get it into the finish here, and you finish under balance. So very solid swing. Again, I'm just going to caution you on the height of this leg kick. Just make sure that you're starting early enough that when you set down your stride foot, that we can set it down, and we're not out here in this open position right here like this, which causes this hip to open up a little bit early. Okay, start it early so you can set it down soft. Keep that stride foot at a 45. That's going to give you the opportunity to handle these pitches out here, thigh high, belt high, outer half, outer third. Breaking balls, change-ups that are left up. We can stay on these balls and we can stay through these balls. In fact, a good drill for you would probably be to set a tee on the outer half or the outer third, set it just off or just inside your stride foot, and let's just work on, when we get that stride foot down, that we keep it at a 45-degree angle or less, and that's going to allow for your backside drive into your front side. It's going to allow for that connection with the hands, the elbow to slide under the hands, connect, and then stay palm up through that ball through the right side of the cage with your top hand. And that would be a very good drill, especially with someone like you with this leg kick, that, timing is very, very important, particularly with the height of your leg kick. I've seen guys with leg kicks this high, but I know that we always used to talk about keeping it early, keeping it slow, making it, allowing it to land softly so that we're not in a hurry. And as soon as we're in a hurry, the first thing to leave is our front side. And then, basically that's where the swing goes when the front side leaves. So we want it to land softly in that 45-degree angle so that we can stay on this ball and stay palm up through this ball away as long as possible. But everything else you do is very, very solid, and I really like the balance that you have. I like how your hands work. Just make sure that lower half is in a good position to allow yourself good plate coverage. Okay, James, best of luck to you, man. Just keep working hard. Work on this outer third tee drill, and allow yourself the chance to drive the ball the other way. You're going to be a really good hitter. All right, thanks for coming to our camp, bud. Best of luck.